Welcome to Songwriters from Here and Away. This is the show that focuses on new and established songwriters from Atlantic Canada, across Canada, and around the world. First off, we're going to have a track or two from Leona Burkey. Leona has just released her new Ground Rush album. She has a couple of videos out, and we'll play Ground Rush, the title track. Here's Leona Burkey.
It's a ground rush, it's a hard crush. Don't jump out of planes much, but I hear it's true. You're so high up, got so much time, yeah, you think you do. Till the moment you don't come crushing and rushing up at you. The curve, Coriolis, though you're never too old to learn. Got my calibrations, calculations done. It's a long shot, but not my first or my last one. This old world only spins one way, and mathematics might just save the day. Coriolis, I forgot to account for the curve. Coriolis, oh, you're never too old to learn. And I'm stepping out, fast on my feet. Gotta stay just ahead of what's catching up with me. May all the saints and the angels above steady up my breath inside my lungs. Calm my shaking hands, lay your protection o'er my plans. Coriolis, I forgot to account for the curve. Coriolis, oh, you're never too old to learn. It's a ground rush, it's a hard crush. Don't complain much, but I know it's true.
That's Leona Burkey, and you can catch her most Mondays at the Split Crow in downtown Halifax at 7 o'clock. She's doing a regular gig there. This Ground Rush album will be released officially to all the streaming platforms. I've heard lots of the tracks, and I think you'll like it. Next tune is Marshy Hope, the second release for the album, and reminder that you can get the whole album streaming online.
There were times under big Alberta skies I'd find ways, find a day, take an early autumn drive, not for the majesty of the sisters three. Pyramid Castle, oh, the beauty of Louise, but for a bend in the road in the valley of the mighty peace that took me halfway home to Marshy Hope. Done vague and you're tricking me, putting on a show with so much gold, oranges and all of the yellows in between. But I need the red in to miss the city life, and the days moving easy. Keep your promises and somehow keep mine on the disappearing edge of our country. I got my hands on the rope, spring tides out west are rolling in. Gonna bang up the boat, it's no joke. I'm ready for anything. You're halfway home, and it's a marshy hope that you can settle down and settle in. But I need the red in the trees. I'm the sanguine heart of my little family. I need the sea pooling round my knees. Maybe more than you need me. I need the red in the trees. I'm the sanguine heart of my little family. I need the sea pooling round my knees. Maybe more than you need me.
Okay, so you can check out leonaburkey.com, search that out. Next we have someone from away, Mr. Jake Morley, songwriter I met down in Sherbrooke Village when they do their songwriting workshops, and maybe you were lucky enough to see him at Stanfest a few years ago. Hopefully he'll come back. His new album is called Some Things Are Like Other Things, and we'll play this track called Hands.
Such potential for these utensils. Hands, 14 phalanges, made for lending, for breaking and mending. Hands, these agents for intention. 1 minute fighting, the next playing. Hands, they've got lots to give. Everywhere I look, people do amazing things with hands. Can someone give me a sign? I just don't know what to do with mine. Side, fingertips, 1 through 5. Hands, quite a design. I wish I knew yours like the back of mine. Hands, moving nimbly, primate tools. I got mine for free. The power to hurt and make things better. mine.
So check out jakemorley.com. He mostly plays in England and is hopefully coming over this way soon. Now, next album track is called Take It Back, off of his Some Things Are Like Other Things.
Unusually well, suspiciously so. I should try and trace it back. It might be useful to know why I burn a fraction more bright. Maybe it's nothing other than a butterfly flapped its wings, but much like a temporarily mislaid actor's name. Oh, I think I'll have to trace it back, trace it back, trace it back to the source. I feel uncommonly alive, and I need to know why. Gonna trace it back to the source. Through my records of the day with my mind's fingertips, but there's not one entry out of place. Yeah, I should let it go. Was my step always this light? It's right under my nose, on the tip of my tongue. It's there and it's gone, almost like I'm hiding some good news from myself. Oh, I think I'll have to trace it back, trace it back, trace it back to the source. I feel uncommonly alive, and I need to know why. Gonna trace it back to the source.
All right, that's Jake Morley, and you're listening to Songwriters from Here and Away, and we have another local artist. This is Tara Spencer. Tara will be playing some shows. You will have to look her up. She's got lots of stuff coming up in the Annapolis Valley and the Carlton and various other gigs. So here she is, Tara Spencer.
There is one tall tree, a Manitoba maple, rocking like a cradle when the wind and rain combine. And I watch through the window as the hurricane advances. The maple bends and dances.
power leaves the line. My family tree is narrow, no sisters and no brothers. My father and my mother, my children and my love. And I hope that I can give them the time and space and sunlight to be happy in their own right and reach for stars above. And when the Manitoba maple's coming down and the branches die, we'll finally tie a yellow ribbon round. But the roots run deep in there, we keep the seeds of memories nested in the branches of our family tree. Musicians, cooks, and bakers, painters and school teachers, Pentecostal preachers, on the promises they stand. And my grandma was a wonder. When her time had come to part, I sang her in the garden till she let go of my hand. When the Manitoba maple's coming down and the branches die, we'll finally tie a yellow ribbon round. But the roots run deep in there, we keep the seeds of memories nested in the branches of our family tree. As the storm passes over, the soft light of a candle finds the pictures on my mantle, the smiles on wedding days, and may we stay strong and steady like the Manitoba maple, rocking like a cradle with the strength to bend and sway. When the Manitoba maple's coming down and the branches die, we'll finally tie a yellow ribbon round. But the roots run deep in there, we keep the seeds of memories nested in the branches of our family tree. Nested in the branches of our family tree.
That's Tara Spencer from her Chasing Rabbits album. Tara recently recorded an album with Ben Kaplan, and this next tune is off of that album. The track is called At Your Service.
In the hard gray chairs at the doctor's office, me and a man with a terrible cough. It's 11 a.m. The doctor is late, nothing there to do but wait. He handed me a wrinkly business card, told me of his young years working hard, small engine repair, tractors and mowers, back in the days when the world moved. less simple since he lost his wife. She had died last June, her lungs full of cancer. He took all the tests, he was waiting for answers. His hands were shaking, he looked so nervous as he handed me the card that said, "At your service." At the funeral home when the paperwork came, I remembered the card and I remembered his name. The obituary short, no next of kin. We only had to print a few bulletins for the half dozen people that had gathered there, fanning themselves in their hard gray chairs. Workers from the home where the old man lived. Sympathy cards with nobody to give. The minister comforted in their loss, and everybody rose for the old rugged cross. We carried him down to where the grass was mown, his wife and his son's names carved in stone. We covered the grave with a shovel of dirt. I remember the card with the words, "At your service."
That's a track called At Your Service off the Tara Spencer and Ben Kaplan Old News album. This one features Ben channeling his inner Tom Waits, and it's called Harry.
Your sisters and your brothers, everyone a different color. Pups for sale, a sign nailed to a tree. You were such a mangy sight, didn't know your fur was white, till I gave you a good shampoo to kill off all the fleas. You would never growl or nip, you were born smart as a whip. For milk balls you'd perform your eyes attitudes. You would walk me through the park every evening before dark, smelling grass and eating trash and chasing after sticks. You're a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. Thank you for the golden years you've spent here by my side. You've been a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. But even good boys have to say goodbye. When Joni passed away, I'd have stayed in bed all day, but I held the leash and found my feet and took you for a walk. Now it's hard to get around. You and me, we're slowing down. You understand my feelings when I hurt too much to talk. You're a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. Thank you for the golden years you've spent here by my side. You're a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. But even good boys have to say goodbye. My grandson says he'll bring you to the home to visit me sometime when I'm settled and I'm fit for company. I won't complain when I find a little tough to bear. Matted on my slipper, a reminder you were there. Soon he will arrive to take you for a drive, along with all your tennis balls, your blanket and your trees. And it just won't be the same. I'll forget and say your name, expecting you to claim your place, curled up beside my feet. You've been a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. Thank you for the golden years you've spent here by my side. You've been a good boy, Harry, a real good boy. But even good boys have to say goodbye. Yes, even good boys have to say goodbye.
So search out your Halifax artists, Ben Kaplan or Tara Spencer. Next up we have Tiller's Folly, which is led by Bruce Coughlin. I've known Bruce for many years, toured with him, played with him, wrote with him. And Bruce is from BC. He's got many albums out, so look up Tiller's Folly or songsmith.ca. We certainly hope to get him out here to play sometime in the future. This is from his album Go the Road, and it's called Closing In on Midnight.
Closing in on midnight, I'm down to my last pull of beer. Doesn't seem to be anything happening here. Closing in on midnight, 18-wheelers grind down the interstate. Doesn't seem to be any way I can relate. The more I think, the less I know. More I wish I could just let go. Closing in on midnight, I'm not as inspired as I might like to be. In fact, I'm just tired and lonely. Just let go. The more I think, it's a waste of time. I could just get you on the line. Closing in on midnight, it's just as quiet as a tomb, I swear, with a cold neon flashing, they can see here. Closing in on midnight, down to my last pull of beer. Doesn't seem to be anything happening here. Doesn't seem to be very much happening here.
And that's Tiller's Folly. Tiller's Folly is usually a trio and supplemented by other artists, but it's Lawrence Knight on bass, Nolan Murray on fiddle and mandolin, and Bruce Coughlin on guitar, and they all sing. Nolan has many awards from the U.S. where he grew up and performs all sorts of Grandmasters Fiddle Championship and etc. So check out Tiller's Folly. This is the title track from Go the Road. It's called Go the Road.
The air is sweet time is wailing. Your eyes drawn where the road stretches far. All of your life you've been searching for something you couldn't find, your own backyard. Shake off the cloak of expectation. Your shackles broken, the world's at your feet. Cast off the yoke, so-called convention. You stand on the threshold, life fast and free. Between the streams and tree-lined fences, light in your pack, life's weary load. Follow the dreams of kings and princes. Nothing can stop you now, you're out on your own. Just go the road, go the road. Song in the trees, every sweet meadow. You feel the music, your blood sings with wine. You move like the breeze in the warm rays of summer. Live while the blossom still clings to the vine. Just go the road. The wind turns chill, cold winter's calling. Tramp the long acre, your bones stiff and cold. These last bitter dregs, they called home to haunt you. We all pay a piper when the last bell is tolled. And winter steals the last leaves of autumn. You're cast about and of no fixed abode. A wisp of smoke at the end of the alley. You may well curse this day, the first time you strayed. Go the road, go the road, go the road, go. Farewell to you, you boys of pleasure. A sad adieu, you last rolling stone. Tramps and tankers, gypsy rovers, your traveling days will soon be gone. Soon be gone. Soon be gone. Where have you gone?
Okay, that's Tiller's Folly. And next up, we have John Hines. John hails from Cape Breton, and he travels all around the Maritimes. And he recently was down in Memphis for the International Blues Challenge. He was Nova Scotia's representative. And I don't think he won the contest, otherwise I'd be telling you about it. But he is fabulous. He does a finger-picking style blues, and he uses a stomp box, and he writes his tunes. So here's a couple of songs from Mr. John Hines.
Bills that I can't pay, a reputation the Lord can't save, a good woman's love helps me through the day. 2 dogs, a house, a warm place to stay, lay my head, place to call home. A little place by the river, things roam. Some days it's easy and try and move around. Others it seems like everything tries to keep us down. But we've got a place, yeah, to fall out together. A small patch of us to grow, to lay our heads, place to call home. A little place by the river where the wild things roam. To lay our heads, place to call home. A little place by the river where the wild things roam. To lay our heads, a place to call home. A little place by the river where the wild things roam.
That's John Hines, and you can look him up online, John, Jon, Hines, Hines, music.com. The next artists are definitely from away. I met Louise Biken when she came and did a house concert at our place a number of years ago, and she was going to Berklee College for music, and she lives in the UK. She teamed up with 3 other musicians, and now they call themselves Corner House. They've got a new album out called How Beautiful It's Been, and here's Angel Falls from that album.
Corresponded sources render classy heroes, kids in danger. Broken country, it's our fault. We're at a loss. Introverted microcosm, used unwisely post-orgasm. Blessings be on all of you. Hate to be so rude.
To
That's Corner House, and you can find them at cornerhouseband.com. Last few tracks we have are from Blue Acres. Blue Acres is the moniker for Daryl Cameron, a songwriter from Halifax. Catch it if you can.
Think of me where there is no sound, no feet falling or touching down over the ground. I will return to your arms. Think of me with oxygen skin, every breath you're breathing it into your lungs. I will return to your arms. I will return with a gold leaf in my hand. I will return with a river, mend and break, love and yearn, give and take, always return to you. Think of me where the glory breaks, the earth gives back all the ones it takes into the dawn. I will return to your arms. Think of me as poured out wine from holy water and dandelions soaked in the soil. I will return to your arms. I will return with those questions you kept hid. I will return with a season, mend and break, love and yearn, give and take, always return to you.
That was I Will Return to Your Arms off the album Quiet Light by Blue Acres. Next we have Cumberland County.
Come here and find me in Cumberland County. Come be my queen of the Cobequid Hills. I've been lonesome for you since I left Caledonia in Cumberland County. I'll wait for you still. Been working the coal mine for years without sunshine. I saved every dollar to build us a home. Now I'm writing to tell you what I never could tell you. I'm ready to give you all that I own. Come here and find me in Cumberland County. Come be my queen of Cobequid Hills. I've been lonesome for you since I left Caledonia in Cumberland County. have always loved you, but I was too humble to think that you'd ever consider me kind. What kept me from falling through those years of hard labor was the thought of you shining so bright in my mind. Come here and find me in Cumberland County. Come be my queen of Cottonwood Hills. I've been lonesome for you since I left Caledonia in Cumberland County. I'll wait for you still in Cumberland County. I'll wait for you still.
That was Blue Acres. My name's Robert Campbell, and this is Songwriters from Here and Away. If you have any requests for songwriters you'd like to hear from here or from away, just reach out to us. You can search out Songwriters from Here and Away on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll reply. We can get more people in here that maybe we haven't heard of. That would be great. Thanks for tuning in.